Today's topic is heat stroke and rehydration related with that. I believe heat stroke is one of the most common problems during the hot summer period times here. So in general, Middle East has really challenging top temperatures during the summer. We agree with that. Yeah. So in the period of let's say from June till September, it is super challenging for pets to resist this kind of extreme temperatures, especially outside.
Yeah.
So I can just give anecdote. 2003, it was my first contact with Middle East. I landed in Bahrain. As soon as I went out of the airport building, it was abnormal humidity, and then the super, I don't know, 49, 50 degrees, and I was grasping for the air.
Yeah.
So from that point of view, I could only imagine same situation is for pets in these kind of situations. Yeah. So could you just tell us in brief what is a heat stroke, symptoms related to that, and affected, let's say, most prone categories?
Yeah. So I suppose simply, heat stroke is when the body's temperature goes above its normal limit, and the body can't effectively cool itself down. So the body goes under stress, and it's the whole body. It affects all the organs as well. So it's a very common, serious emergency that we see during the summer months. Usually, like you said, between June and kind of September when it gets really hot. Symptoms-wise, there's a couple of symptoms that you need to look for. So there's kind of early symptoms and then kind of later symptoms when the heat stroke is more advanced. So early signs maybe in dogs could be drooling, panting. They're kind of the main ones you'd see to start. Cats as well, they're different. They're
subtle. They're subtle.
Yeah, they're subtle. So you might not notice as much, but they may hide away. They might stop eating. You might not see them as much around the place, and it could be that they're just starting to struggle a little bit and they prefer to hide rather the dog is in front of you going, panting away. So they're kind of the early signs, and then I suppose when it progresses more, we can see collapse, vomiting, diarrhea, pale gums. So people can check their pet's gums, put their finger on it and see, is it very dry? Is it moist? Is it pink, which it should be? Yeah. Or is it very pale or very red? So they're kind of signs that I generally look for.
Yeah. And most prone categories,
So there's a few. So breeds, let's have a look. We've got French bulldogs, pugs.
Flat nose, basically.
Brachycephalics, yes. Yeah. So they're already struggling to get air into their lungs normally as it is. So when they overheat, they pant more, which puts them even under more pressure to try and get oxygen into their body. So it's definitely those breeds is the ones that are affected the most. Overweight animals as well, because they have a lot more tissue.
Pressure on it.
And yes, so they can definitely struggle. Puppies, geriatric animals as well, because they can't regulate as well, because they're either really young or very old. And as well, dogs with long coats can really struggle as well. So there's a couple of categories, but every animal can be affected. But there's
individual, there is also just worth to mention. We know that's younger categories, they have higher percentage in their bodies of the water, it's around 80%, and adult more or less like 60%. And this is really important to understand. That's why the younger categories, they are more prone to this issue. Yeah, so in general, average 50 to 60 ml of the water in total daily intake per kilo is a requirement.
Yeah.
And can you just tell us a bit about the diet, about hydration?
So like you said, that's the minimum amount of water, maximum probably really, that your pet will drink. Obviously, if it's hotter, you need to make sure they have access all day long to fresh water. As well in the house, I think it's important to have multiple water sources, so not just one bowl. For cats as well, you can have water fountains, which are really nice. Like my cat, for example, she has a fountain
running water.
Oh, she loves it. She actually washes herself in it rather than drinks from it. But anyway, that's a whole other thing. But she has the choice. She has that there and she has that there. But some cats as well actually prefer like the novelty of something new. So sometimes I'll get like a glass from the press or a new cup, and the minute Rosie sees it, she's like, ah, something new, fresh door, and she will drink and drink and drink and drink and drink. And I'm like, I have your lovely fountain. I have all these things for you. So it's important to have loads of sources for cats and for dogs as well. Maybe as well, you could have, cooling mats in the house. They're really nice. Dogs can lie on them. You can buy them in many pet shops. You could probably introduce some frozen treats, which are really nice. You can do for dogs and cats. Like frozen churros are nice, or like frozen fruit or something like that. But that's probably things to be mindful of. And always have the AC on as well, especially for indoor cats. I think people think they're not affected because they're indoors, but apartments can get really, really stuffy, especially if there's direct sunlight as well. So make sure the AC's on all the time and there's somewhere to hide and shade.
Okay, but AC, sometimes when we are advising the pet family members, not too cool, but not too high. So I don't know, from my experience, 23, 24 is kind of medium range.
It's fair. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Can we just wrap the topic today with pet family members? When to really urgently reach the clinic? What is the medium range of the importance? What is not important?
I think it's important to say firstly that prevention is key. So ideally, to only walk your dog very, very early morning or very late at night.
Okay.
That's ideal time. Also as well, you can do the pavement test.
Okay.
So go outside in the morning or the evening and put the back of your hand down onto the pavement for 7 seconds. If it's too hot for your hand, it's going to be too hot for your pet. So just be really mindful of that, because we might feel it's a little bit milder one of the days in the store, but the path is always very, very hot. So it's just something to be aware of as well. But I suppose if you are concerned about your pet or you're seeing the symptoms I described, call your vet straight away. Either if you can get your animal to the vet straight away, just call when you're on the way. Move your animal to a shaded area, indoors, or if you're outdoors and you can't, just into the shade at least. And try and apply a cold compress onto the paws, the belly, the underarms.
It's important, just to not frozen. That's
exactly,
important. Okay.
Yes, that's the next thing. Not freezing cold if people have ice packs or stuff like that, because it can lead the body to shock, and it can also actually impact how well they regulate their temperature, so they will not actually lose the heat. So that's really important. I mean, I mentioned frozen treats, but that's okay if your animal is healthy, they're indoors, that's fine. It's just for animals that are struggling from heat stroke. Just be very careful. Yeah.
Okay, that's it. Thank you for being with us. Please send us the questions, any comments, more than welcome. We'll be more than happy to answer on that. Thank you.